Hello everyone, welcome back. We're playing against GM Swatch. Let's play the Nimzo, Indian. Okay, he's going for the 4 knights. Alright. So currently my weapon is the Vienna, as we all know. I know some other lines as well, but this is the one I've learned most recently. Yeah, now I can choose between c6 and knight bd7. Normally I like c6 more, but yeah, in this move order, knight bd7 I consider to be a bit more ambitious, and e4 would have been the critical move here. Queen c4 allows some quick b5. I think this should be good for black. Yeah, now bishop b7, and I don't really like what's going on for white. Okay, I don't see any reason why not to play it. Let's see who he is while we're waiting. Anonymous, as most of them are. He doesn't even have a flag to show his country. Okay, at least his rating is not as high. Normally when they're anonymous and they have a high rating, it's a bit more intimidating. Might be Magnus. So, e5 on the board. Knight d5 is the obvious choice. Knight e4 is what I expect. Nope. Okay. What can I do now? I think I can play something like knight b4 or c5 and followed by knight b4. I've had a similar game in the past in such a position. I'm not sure if it was exactly like this. So c5 makes sense. And now, yeah, I believe in the game I had, he played a4 and then knight b4 followed by c5 would have been strong. Yeah, okay, so feels like black should be on top, but how exactly? Maybe I can just if I take and go bishop c5, he has queen g4. It's a bit annoying, so maybe I can start with knight b4. Try to get him to move the queen, yeah. And now maybe I can gain some material. I take here, and on the next move, if he takes, I can take on e5. Okay, this is good, this is good. I need to... For some reason I can't hear the pieces moving. I'm not sure if it's only for me or also for the viewers. Okay. Only one. It's not so easy now. I'm thinking maybe I should just develop, but he has some sacrifices on b5 if I go bishop d6, for example. So I'll just move my queen away from this X-ray, so to speak, and yeah, expect bishop e3, to which I will reply with bishop c5. So my position feels like I'm a bit underdeveloped, but if I manage to just get the bishop out and play the move castles next, I will be just much better. Okay, he wants to take my pawn, and then if I take, he has knight a4, so I'm not very happy about allowing it, but I think I kind of have to. Okay, let's try castles. Yeah, and I'll just take back. I guess probably I could have played rook d8 also instead of castles to try to put pressure on this knight also instead, but yeah, I shouldn't have given up the material so easily. Yeah, now knight d5 was my idea, to just put pressure on this bishop over here. And I don't see what he can do. Probably he can go with the bishop back to c1. Or maybe play b4 actually, which is possibly quite sharp. Might also be bad, but definitely an interesting move. Okay, so I'll try to play with the settings for a second. So maybe now I'll be able to finally hear the moves. Okay, yeah, I can hear them. Alright, knight takes c3, b takes c5 isn't so good for me, but what can I take? If I take with the bishop, he can move the knight with tempo, but I have knight takes c3. It's not so clear. Knight b4, I also don't see what he can do. I don't know. I like with the bishop. I'm a bit annoyed that I didn't have any room to stabilize my position yet. But for the moment I'm a pawn up, and he has to prove why this is working for him. And this doesn't look like a way to prove it. I can just grab this bishop. And g2 is hanging. e2 is a possible idea. Just taking this bishop. So what to do now? It feels like I should be winning somehow, but I'm not sure. g2 is hanging. I guess just taking with the bishop should be fine. I want to maintain this knight here to attack this guy on e2. Okay, he's playing many moves that I don't expect. Okay, but he resigned. He didn't even give me enough time to play. I really don't understand the point of this move. I would have played bishop d5 probably, and renewing the attack on this bishop, and my knights are coming for him. Knight h3 check is a nice option, and he might be forced to go back now, after which I would probably take and go knight f3 check, take here, and as you can see, probably my advantage is very big. And yeah, I'm not sure what is the precise move to play to finish him off as quickly as possible, but h6 might be just a logical way to maintain the 3 pawns up and stabilize my position. So let's go quickly through the game with the computer. Or first I'll say my impression. So queen a4 check is an interesting move, probably one of the only moves to recover the pawn fully. The other option is e3. And yeah, now as I said, e4 is the critical move. The idea to play after a6, I think the move bishop takes c4, and then there are some complications. I had a nice game over the board against Yakov Norowitz, where we both didn't play accurately, but it was quite interesting. So queen takes c4, a6, e4. I think black is possibly already better here. Yeah, and to this point I'm quite sure black played well. So c5 seems like the logical move, and let's add the computer, making sure you guys can see it. Okay, so c5, castles. Yeah, seems like all is very logical. Knight takes c5. Yeah, now queen h4 would have been the most aggressive. I should have seen it, but queen b6. Yeah, allowed bishop f4, but otherwise this is good for me. And now, yeah, knight c4 would have been the tactical way to solve my problems. I missed it. I played castles. Computer also likes it, as you can see. I'm giving back the pawn. It was actually a mistake to take it. He should have played knight e4, and then it's more or less equal. He has enough compensation for the pawn, and I shouldn't be worse. Yeah. It's really hard to understand these positions, but to make the move rather than evaluate the position is relatively forced. So it wasn't too hard to play. Okay, so here it should be worse, as I showed in the game, and this b4 move was kind of weird. It seemed like it was the right way to go, because I'm threatening knight takes e3 and it doesn't give me any time to do anything. But now he's just lacking a tactical way to exploit his advantage in this, not advantage, but his current initiative, with this bishop being hanging and this bishop x-raying my queen. So bishop f4 was a creative but relatively bad way to try to punish me. And now knight takes e2 followed by knight d3 is a very nice way to punish him. The idea is that if he takes with the rook, I'll demonstrate it. If he takes with the rook, okay, so this would have been a nice idea. If he takes with the rook, I have a back rank mate like this, and now I'm winning. So he cannot take, and I'm forking the queen and the f2 square, and therefore he has to move here probably, but then I can take this knight, and I'm just 2 pieces up for them, a piece and a pawn up, which is quite a lot. So yeah, I missed it, of course, and then instead I chose this bishop takes g2 move, which is roughly the same evaluation now that I see, so nothing bad about it. And now queen b7 would have been the most accurate, just attacking this bishop and also preparing knight h3 mate in one. So in the game, as I mentioned, I was planning to go bishop d5, which is also good enough. Yeah, overall quite a good game, but mainly not the best game for my opponent. So it's always nice to have a clean win against a GM. I hope you enjoyed and learned something from this game. And if you want to learn some more, then keep watching the next videos.